Alright guys, how you doing? It's Rabea. I hope you're all well. So this video is brought to you in association with Shergold Guitars. Some of you guys that have watched my channel for a while will remember I did a series of videos with the Shergold guitars. There was the SMO series, I did the 1 and the 2. There was a couple of different models that I did videos of, and I've got a new couple of models to show you in this video. For those of you who have been around this planet a little bit longer than me and a few of the younger guitar players may remember Shergold guitars from the late 70s, early 80s. They were quite an iconic guitar brand. Guys like Joy Division and Genesis used Shergold guitars, and they had like a revamp a few years ago with a very famous luthier, Patrick James Eggle, who some of you may know has worked on the Faith guitars. He was the designer, and it's kind of his vision, Shergold, to sort of reignite the brand and bring out some new models. So the guitars we're going to be looking at are the brand new Shergold Provocateur SPO1 and SPO2 models. This is the SPO1. I'll do some close-ups of course, but these things are packed full of features. This is $829, which is a really affordable price considering what you get. So we've got a solid mahogany body, got a black high gloss lacquer. We've got a pair of Seymour Duncan pickups, we've got pearly gates in the bridge, we've got a P90 in the neck, coil split on the tone pot, we've got a solid hand burnished torrefied mahogany neck with an ebony fretboard, steel frets, we've got aluminium hand laid inlays on the front and the side of the fretboard, locking tuners with Clusen style machine heads, three-way toggle switch, and one of Patrick's own designed bridges with brass saddles. To be fair, man, like it's a decent amount of guitar for £829. So that's the SPO1. Here is the SPO2. This is in a through dirty blonde finish. Exactly the same specs really, except the pickups. We've got a pair of Seymour Duncan 59s. Again, coil split, three-way toggle switch. Got the brass saddles with Patrick's own designed bridge. Again, the ebony board, the aluminium inlays, the torrefied mahogany neck, and it's all hand burnished. It feels really, really nice. But we've got cream Clusen style tuners and locking machine heads. Bolt on, string through. It's a lot of guitar. This is £809, so the only difference really is 20 quid depending on the pickup configuration. So really, I just thought I'd show you guys how these guitars sound, and if you're interested, we've got links in the description box, you can check them out. I'm going to be running into my VX100. I've got a clean and a crunch setup. I've got a Mesa Flux drive on the ground for some extra boost, running into the 2 Notes Torpedo Studio, and it's all captured with my Universal Audio Apollo 8P interface. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, so let's start with the SPO1. So I've got my close-up cam going on just so you can see nice and close up. You've got this nice like emblem Shergold on the headstock, and yeah, they just look really, really tasty. I mean, look at that. You know, I don't normally play guitars that look like this, but I did really enjoy the last Shergold guitars that I did, and then these are no exception. I quite like the single cut design, generally speaking. Any reverb that you do hear is coming from the Strymon Volante with a bit of spring and a little bit of tape echo because it's immense. Any case, let's start out by showing you this guitar. Clean channel, this is the pearly gates, full fat. This is the P90. You can hear those harmonic overtones. Obviously, when you split this, it's not going to do anything to the P90 because it's technically a single coil. So we'll go back to the bridge real fast. Split that down. Put it in the middle position, blend both pickups. Now if we split it down, you'll split down the pearly gates, so it's nice because you've still got the warmth of the P90. So this is before the split. After. Sounds really, really nice. Really digging that. So I'm going to whack on a little bit of crunch. This is how we sound with the crunch, pearly gates. Put that preamp focus on. Master flux drive. This guitar plays really, really well. You know, I just got these home. I thought I'm just going to shoot the video straight up because, you know, when you pick out a guitar and you have a quick noodle on it, I'm like, I want to capture that. So I really haven't spent any time at all playing these guitars. And honestly, straight out of the bag, I'm super impressed with A, the playability, and B, the sound. Now, you know, you'd have to see for yourself, of course, because I can only tell you my experience with it. You'd have to go and try it out in store for yourself. But honestly, it feels great. The neck's a good size. It's not super thin and it's not really chunky. I think the nut width is about 42. In fact, I have specs and I can tell you exactly what the nut width is, just so we don't go and tell you something wrong. So the nut width is 42.5, and I also forgot to mention that the scale length is 24.625. So it's a little bit shorter than like a Strat, for example. It's more like a Gibson kind of scale length, but it feels really good. And to be honest, really, really not having any trouble playing this thing. Sounds fantastic. Really, really easy to play, and there's a lot of tonal options. Having the coil split in there, really handy, especially because you've got the P90, which is in essence a single coil. Being able to blend the two like that, I really, really like that in between position when you split down the bridge and you have the full P90 with a little bit of crunch. It's stunning tone. But then on the same, without touching the amp, I can push the coil back in, go straight to bridge and have. So that would be the SPO number 1, and we're going to go to the SPO 2. Okay, so this is the SPO 2. Once again, a little close-up for you. As you can see, it's pretty much the same, but looks really, really nice. I really, really like the inlays on these guitars. That whole slice of aluminium that's just wedged in there into the ebony. It looks really tasty. Scratch plate's a great design. Just generally really well made guitars. I think Patrick's done a really good job of just designing something, it's modest, but what it says to me is it's like rock, indie rock, old school kind of vibes. But it has all the features and all the precision of like a modern guitar in a way. The nicest part about it for me is definitely the neck, just because it feels, the edges are rolled. It's a hand burnish, so it's got a nice smoothness to it. You can feel the porous nature of the wood. And generally speaking, it's really, really good. Anyway, bridge pickup. Remember, this is a pair of 59s, so a little bit pokes, but nothing too much. So here is bridge pickup. Middle position. Sounds really nice. And then one of my personal favorite pickups is the 59 in the neck. Back to the bridge, let's split it down. So this is before it's split and afterwards. Middle position. Neck. Let's slap on a bit of crunch and go back to the bridge. Middle position. split these down. Middle. Lovely, and bridge. These guitars, man, so easy to play. Seriously, it plays itself, as I'm sure, hopefully you can tell, but I'm having a good time. It feels really good. Let's carry on. Let's just add more gain. Honestly, what can I say? For £809 and £829 for the respective models, that's a lot of guitar. Hopefully you could tell in that I just didn't struggle to play. I just got to play, and that's what you want in a guitar, isn't it? You don't want it to... Sometimes a fight's good, but most of the time you just want to play. And I think it's fair to say the Shergold guitars just did that, you know? Both of them. The Provocateur SPO 1 and 2, loaded with good features. It's also worth pointing out they have these really nice gig bags, as you can see. You get a Shergold gig bag. It's an optional purchase, but they're really nice, with like a red velvet inside. But more to the point, they play really good. The necks feel fantastic. As I said, I do think somehow hand burnishing the guitar makes some sort of difference to the feel, maybe. Just, you know, from my experience of these and the older ones that I tried, the SMO, both of them are really, really good. You know, and hopefully I demonstrated some different tones, the cleans, the crunches, overdrives, you know, leads. They just handle it all, man, and feel great. So I'd like to thank Shergold for asking me to do another video, sending these guitars across for me to try out. I really hope you enjoyed the way they sound and the way they look. I think they look stunning. I think my favorite is this one. This one, if I was going to have one, it would be this one, the SPO 1. I love the combination of the P90 and the pearly gates, and the fact you can split that down and get a glassy clean. Really, really enjoy that. But either way, they're packed full of features. I think they look stunning. Patrick's done a stunning job of reigniting this brand, but also coming up with these cool new designs that just look and feel great in the current world and the current climate of guitar and guitar industry. In any case, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll put links in the description box below for you to check these out. Go check them out, see what you think for yourself. Let me know in the comments section. Like, subscribe and share, and I will see you all very soon.